What's going on, Jerome? So this is our second time trying to make this video because there's so many damn updates coming through fast and furious. The Vikings are setting their practice squad. They currently reportedly have 14 of 16 spots spoken for, and it's been in flux because Hercules was on the practice squad, Jake Browning was on the practice squad, and then they weren't. So there's a lot of things going on. First off, they waived Jalen Holmes, who surprisingly stuck around on the 53 yesterday, to make room for waiver claim tight end Ben Ellefson coming in from the Jaguars, NDSU, prior to Holly, Minnesota. So I think that he could end up on the practice squad. It's actually probably pretty likely. So everything's in flux. Everything is fluid, just like Zimmer said. But running through the current practice squad as well as the current status of players that were cut and have not signed anywhere yet. Anyway, so running back Amir Abdullah, AJ Rose. So you got the veteran Abdullah, who I thought could stick around on the roster. Maybe they'll shuffle him back up once Kene Nwangu goes on short-term IR. I think that he's a perfectly capable backup running back, can run, can catch, can play special teams, etc. I actually do like him around. And also AJ Rose, the star of the preseason, 2 touchdowns against the Chiefs, 100 yards against the Broncos. Sticks around, big-time achievement for the UDFA out of Kentucky. Fullback Jake Vargas, the former tight end fullback from UNC. He sticks around. He was on IR last year, the understudy for CJ Ham. Myron Mitchell, as well as Wap Filliard. Filliard had a couple of nice highlights during the preseason, but both of them make the practice squad as the UDFAs. Big time achievement. Also, you have tight end Zach Davidson, who was a day 3 draft pick of the Vikings, coming out of Central Mizzou. Big time jump in competition. Yeah, he needs a little bit of polish. Maybe he'll be a punter. I don't really know. But there also had been a pause on Davidson. Maybe he was shopping around, potentially looking at other practice squads. 3 offensive linemen make the practice squad. Zach Bailey, who was a 2020 UDFA guard coming out of South Carolina, came aboard midseason. I thought that he was low-key one of the stories of camp. I thought he played phenomenal. And frankly, I would have rostered him over Blake Brandel, but of course the Vikings want to protect the 2026 round draft pick. But Bailey, yeah, I'm really fired up about the future of Zach Bailey. Also Dakota Dozier, where for as much flack as we give Dozier, he's not starting material. I would have been fine with him as a backup. Him on the practice squad, yeah, I'll take it. Also, you have Kyle Big Hittin' Hinton, 2 years. Speaking of big jumps in competition from Washburn D2 to the NFL, give him another year in the NFL strength program. Maybe he'll blow up like Oli Udoh did in year 3. Ooh, D.D. Westbrook's going to wear number 12 now. Poor Chad Beebe. He goes on IR and he gets his number poached. That happens. Vikings are scrimmaging during practice. Ooh, funny. Zach Davidson has been long snapping? No, that doesn't matter. Anyways, linebacker Tuff Borland coming out of the Ohio State University. He is tough as nails, heart and hustle, all of that stuff. Not a supreme athlete, but does have some leadership ability. I like him on the practice squad. Cornerbacks Ty Smith and Perry Nickerson. Now, you could have made a case that they could have 53'd, except then who do you take off? Right? You're probably not going to get rid of Harrison Hand or Cameron Tenney-Dantzler, so it makes sense here. The 2 veterans on the practice squad, Perry in the slot, Ty on the outside, as well as you have safety Miles Dorn, who I think he's fine. I think that he's fine, but I understand why you put him on the practice squad, and then you kept Metellus, who's hopefully healthy, as well as the draft pick Cameron Byam on the 53. And then you have the injured reserve guys. So these guys were waived with the injury designation, and teams weren't going to pick them up because they have to put them on the 53. But Samia Luther-Kirk, Nate Stanley, and Chad Beebe. Chad Beebe and Beebe Accessories head to injured reserve. We'll see him next year. Also, waiting on word it's just a timing thing. In a couple hours, they'll be able to put Irvsman Jr. and Kene Nwangu on short-term on IR. Really good at talking day. Short-term IR, so they're eligible to come back this season. Irv, I don't know. Maybe we'll see him in the Super Bowl. And Kene, minimum stay on IR is 3 weeks, so we'll see. Also, candidates to go on short-term IR, maybe Darrisaw, maybe Anthony Barr. Guys that are cut, haven't landed anywhere yet. Edo Johnson, the veteran Edo Smith. Combined Edo and whatever. The Judge, the veteran running back, has not been picked up yet. Zenday Johnson, the UDFA out of Cal, hasn't been picked up. And Cole Cabral, those 3 were the early cuts. And then Shane Zylstra. What is it about the Zylstra guys? Pride of Spicer, Minnesota. So his older brother, Brandon, was on the Vikings for a couple seasons, and then he bolted to Carolina. Now, Shane goes to the low-energy Detroit Lions. Say Detroit, man, this is Super Bowl. Come on. Also, Everson Griffin just hanging out there. Yeah, he's going to be back on the roster. Just give it a hot second. The question is, what's going on with Andrew DePaulo? So they easily, we talked about this yesterday, they easily could have DePaulo on the practice squad and then just call him up on game days for a couple weeks as they fudge the numbers on the 53 and, just keep another positional guy while they just have DePaulo on the practice squad. They did that last year, but they haven't announced it yet. Like, they haven't added DePaulo to the 53 or the practice squad. Maybe they're just waiting because, there's not going to be a land rush for a 34-year-old long snapper. So who knows? And also, so Jake Browning was initially announced, well, not announced, but reported that he was going to be on the practice squad. And then the Seahawks let go of Sean Mannion. And then the reports are that Sean Mannion is going to reportedly be coming back to Minnesota, where you win, universe. For all the times that we ragged on Sean Mannion and then how badly Mond and Browning played in the first 2 preseason games, and it made us pine for the days of Sean Mannion. You win, universe. Stupid. I hate things. Things are stupid. Anyway, then also Hercules Mataafa, it was reported that he was going to be on the practice squad, but then the Vikings changed their minds, and it sucks. It kind of sucks. There'll be some Herc, but just too deep at defensive line this year, so it'd be what it be. But that's it. As of right now, that's what's going on with the Vikings practice squad. Let us know your thoughts on our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work, pull those up in the Venmo. But until next time, Skull Production Value.